of Fund Launch Live, where I talk about different observations in the world of marketing publicly solicitable forms of unregistered securities, like if you're raising money on a Reg A, a Reg D, or a Reg CF for your business to crowdfund equity. Today, I'm doing a kind of spontaneous breakdown on an ad that was served in my feed. I have an ad here from a company called Boxable that was on YouTube, not a pre-roll ad, but just one of those, really, I don't know the terminology, one of those just display ads that was in the feed. Headline, help change housing forever. Subheadline, anyone can now invest in the future of from Boxable. And then in the thumbnail, we have a picture of a modern looking house, an endorsement from Forbes, wildly innovative product, and then some text saying Boxable, investing open to anyone. Read the offering circular at boxable.com/circular. Invest now, invest.boxable.com. So let's dive into their funnel and see how they are marketing for their equity crowdfunding raise. So here on the screen, I'm at invest.boxable.com. That's where the link led me. You click on the ad, it brings you directly to their .invest page. You can see the tracking sources here: Google Ads, digital, really long ad ID. This is the landing page. So this is the very top of the landing page. What's the first thing we see? Well, the first thing we see is a lead capture here. First name, last name, phone number, email. For inquiries, text this number. For general inquiries, text this number or use this email, which doesn't seem good so far. They're trying to get my information without having introduced the product at all. I have no idea what exactly their company does. I presume it has something to do with building houses, but there's been no pitch here. Going straight from the ad to the order page is a terrible idea because the prospect doesn't have enough information to make a choice. If you're trying to solicit investment, you're speaking to a fairly niche audience, even if you're raising on, say, a Reg A or a Reg CF where you can crowdfund from non-accredited investors. Still, there's been no pitch here. It would be sort of like walking into a real estate office, and as soon as you sit down, they just hand you a contract for a house with no tour. They haven't asked you what you're looking for. Way too soon. Way too soon. So let's scroll down here and see what else we see. We got a video here of some sort of house being built, but the way the page is set up, it's really hard to get a full view on this video here. I'm going to take a guess just based on their name and the way this is being laid out. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so it looks like they're kind of shipping a box that then unfolds into a house. Now, if this investor information lead capture wasn't here, maybe I could see the whole video. That might actually be interesting. Oh, God, this investor capture is still here. It's important to capture information, yes, but not at the expense of your pitch. This is really premature, and it's also completely blocking my view. I can't see what the rest of the page is. Re-engineered something, materials compatible with automation and factory mass production. Something tells me that this video here with these little cranes inside the production line is CGI and not live footage, which isn't great for credibility. Early days, something that we believe is the world's most advanced housing factory. Okay, now we have a picture of a huge-looking warehouse. And it looks real. It could definitely be CGI. CGI is very advanced, but just the fact that it looks like they have a real factory established seems like that adds credibility here. It seems like the company already has some sort of traction. They've already built a factory, although it could just be a mock-up. Okay, finally, the lead capture is done. Okay, here is the circular. Are you not going to let me scroll down farther? Oh, God, this website's laid out horribly. I'd love to scroll down so I could see their circular on a full page, but I'm trying to scroll here, and it's only letting me see the top third of the circular. Okay, dated July 7th, 2022. Right now it is August 20th, so about 6 weeks since the launch of this. They're a Las Vegas company. Up to 85 million shares of non-voting Series A2 preferred stock, up to 85 million shares of common stock, into which non-voting Series A2 may convert, 12 million shares of non-voting A1 preferred stock, into which common stock may convert, 35 million non-voting Series A preferred stock that may convert, up to 6.2 million shares of common stock sold by. Okay, minimum investment, 1,000. Wow, that's the first actual piece of technical information I've gotten about the company so far. Well, technical information about the investment, about the parameters for the investment. Minimum investment, $1,000. So they're soliciting to anyone. So either this is a Reg A or a Reg CF. If you're raising at a Reg A, you can raise a maximum of $75 million for your venture from a broad audience. If you're raising at a Reg CF, you can raise up to $5 million per quarter. Not per quarter, up to $5 million per year in any one 12-month period. There are some different stipulations and regulations about what you can do and who you can solicit from with a Reg A or a Reg CF. Particular, if you're raising on a Reg A, where you can raise up to 75 million as a one-time, then the maximum amount of money that can be solicited from a non-accredited investor is about 5% of their annual income. Okay, let's see. See security being offered. Series A2 preferred stock, price to public per share, 80 cents. Underwriting discount and commissions, 6 cents. Proceeds to issuer, 75 cents. 74 cents. Total minimum, total maximum. Writing discount and commissions. Okay, so they're looking to raise, I take it, somewhere between $3 million and $78 million, selling stock at a price of 80 cents per share, penny stock. And they're looking to retain between 2.8 and 64 million. So they're raising at a Reg A, I have to assume, if they're looking for a number up to around 65 million. Now, this is a 96-page document. I'm probably not going to go through all of this right now, but at another time, I definitely want to. Right now, I want to look more at what the ad strategy is of this horribly laid out website. So let's look at some other stuff on the website. First, they mentioned boxable.com/circular, boxable.com/circular, which is probably just going to be a page dedicated to the 96-page circular that I was just reading. Let's see. Oh, okay. Delivered to you on packs in an hour. My lord, finally have some information about the company. That's a fair housing delivered to you on packs in an hour. Can you imagine if I had that on the investor page? Why would I invest? Why would I invest in a company if I don't even know whether I might be a customer of the company yet? Delivered to you on packs in an hour. That's better. Okay, now they're going straight to the investment. Do you want to invest in Boxable? 80 cents per share, open to the public. Let's see where this link takes us. Let's also see the offering circular. Okay, so the exact same page as before. I'll click out of that. Okay, and then the offering circular. Close this window by clicking to invest here. Okay, this is the same circular here. We click out of the circular. Let's see, which investment would you like to view? Now live, a $1,000 minimum. What did I say? A Reg A crowdfunded offering or the accredited offering? Okay, the Reg A, open to everyone, to non-accredited investors, has a $1,000 minimum of investment. The accredited offering has a $20,000 minimum investment. I'd love to know how much they've raised so far and how that splits between their non-accreds and their accreds. Let's see. I want to open up both of these. Oh, God. Come on. Just let me. I want to open these in a different tab, though. That's the thing. No. I want to see the accredited right now. I'm going to click on that. Okay, invest in Boxable for accredited investors. $100+ million raised. Oh, so I suppose that they must be doing two different rounds of they must have two different raises running at the same time. If you're doing the Reg A, non-accreds and accreds can both invest, but it's capped at a $75 million raise. If you're doing an accredited investment, a Reg D, perhaps a Reg 506B or a Rule 506C, then you can raise an unlimited amount of capital. You see here that they've raised $100 million from 15,000 different accredited investors. Let's see. So that's 100 million divided by 15,000 comes down to 100,000 divided by 15, which is less than 10K. It's like 15K each. Let's check my math here. 100 million divided by 15,000, less than 7K each, which is odd considering that they have a 20K minimum. It's possible that they started with a much lower minimum and they've just raised it to 20K, or that when they say they've raised 100 million from over 15K investors, that's the sum of their Reg A and their Reg D. Okay, invest in Boxable for credit. Can you imagine if this was the page that we had seen from the ad? It's a much better. I mean, first off, we can get some information from the company through this ad here. I want to see this disclaimer as well. Personal interest here. Boxable is considering undertaking an offering of securities under Tier 2 of Regulation A. No money or other consideration is being solicited, and if sent in response will not be accepted. No offer to buy the securities can be accepted, and no part of the purchase price can be received until the offering statement filed by the company with the SEC Oops. Until the offering statement filed by the company with the SEC has been qualified by the SEC. Any such offer may be withdrawn or revoked without obligation or commitment of any kind and at any time before notice of acceptance given after the date of qualification. An indication of interest involves, I have to believe it's a typo, no obligation or commitment of any kind. A copy of our preliminary offering circular may be obtained here. Where is here? Well, I take it they mean this link down at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, so it's the same circular we saw earlier. So, I mean, this is actually interesting. They have an interesting video here. They make claims about the company rather than just, God, I can't see anything on the page they're paying to drive traffic to through their Google ads says nothing. Now, this page here says a bit more. It says that you have a house that you can set up in under an hour. Okay, that's interesting. God, no, stop. House sets up. This house sets up in under an hour. That's interesting. It arrives already. It says it has everything you need. I'm guessing it doesn't include like fridges and tables and chairs, but probably that it has desks and cabinets and plumbing and stuff. You can unpack it in any environment. Okay, that's interesting. It must be a large market if they can sell it anywhere. Energy efficient. We see a guy holding a blowtorch to a piece of siding and not causing any damage. That's interesting. A shot of a huge factory they intend on building. Makes sense why they're raising money. Build any type of building anywhere on the planet. And here they're future pacing. So they're showing how Boxable goes beyond kind of single unit homes into composable multi-unit home or even to stackable apartment complexes. That's a very interesting idea. They're showing a projection of very high-tech manufacturing. This is exciting. I'm actually learning things about the company rather than just being asked for my information about a product that I have no idea yet what it is. They mention some sort of intellectual property protection. Okay, de-risking the investment. They already have patents. Worldwide expansion plans. Franchise factories. I'm not familiar with that term, a franchise factory, but that's interesting. Don't like that they're doing business in China. Let's read the page here. Factory promised, factory delivered. In 2020, we started raising money from investors to build a new type of house factory. We did just that, and now we are shipping houses. We have proven our ability to execute. Okay, you need to back that statement up. When you've proven our ability to execute, tell me how many houses you shipped or how much revenue you've done or something specific there. Now we want to take things to the next level. Most car factories like Ford or Tesla build one car per minute. Interesting. Isn't it time we do that for houses? Boxable Tech will make that possible. We are now seeking to raise $1.07 billion to build the world's largest and most advanced housing factory to make upscale housing affordable for everyone. Okay, so interesting. They're raising $500 million on a Reg D, which means that they're looking to solicit $500 million from accredited investors. They're taking on $500 million of debt and then an additional $70 million from their Reg A, in which they can solicit anyone. So again, with the Reg D raise, you can raise an unlimited amount of capital on a Reg D. And if you follow Rule 506C under Reg D, you can solicit your Reg D offering to a general audience. Now, anyone who ends up investing must be vetted as accredited. Well, the trade-off is that with You can raise an unlimited amount of capital under Reg D, and you can choose to either solicit publicly, in which case you're limited to the number of LPs you can draw from. You can only have 100 LPs on a 506C Reg D raise. That is and those 100 LPs can commit an unlimited amount of capital, but you're limited with the number of investors you have. Whereas if you raise a Reg D 506B, you can't solicit to the general public. You have to make your offer behind closed doors, but you can have an unlimited number of investors in that case. And then 500 debt, okay, has nothing to do with me. And then 70 million Reg A. So that is crowd-funded equity. You do not have to be accredited to enter the Reg D raise. They said they've already raised 100 million from 50,000 investors. That's an average investment of around 7,000. So I'm guessing that obviously if they've raised 100 million, then that's more than they would have had just from a Reg A. So they're into their Reg D as well here. Do you want to invest? Boxable is selling private shares of our company today. In the future, we intend to go public through an IPO, SPAC, or direct listing. Shares in the company are priced as followed. Okay, so you get discounts depending on how much you're investing. If you're investing at the 20,000 level, you get if you're investing at the Reg A level at $1,000, then you're getting 80 cents per share. If you're investing as accredited at a 20,000 investment, you get 76 cents per share, up to 60 cents per share if you invest 100 million or more. I would be very surprised if anyone who is not a large venture capital firm like Andreessen or SoftBank is investing $100 million. Our traction. Okay, here we get into some specifics, which should have been mentioned up here. 100,000+ reservations. 100,000 people have committed a down payment for a boxable house, representing over $1 billion in potential revenue. Maybe the down payments haven't been sent. Factories up, ships houses daily. 39 patents. Completed production to deliver 106 houses to the U.S. military. In their video up top here, they mentioned that their first customer was the federal government. That's a great piece of credibility there. Social impact. Okay. The only building system that is making automated mass production of housing. They've had help from Volkswagen, someone who would know. Disrupt the $1 trillion market. Worldwide expansion. 200 partners indicated interest in opening partner factories. Product engineered to build almost every housing type. So they're future pacing. Right now we are doing houses, but in the future we see us taking over the entire construction market. Raised over 100 million so far. Strategic partnership with the largest home builder in the U.S., D.R. Horton. Then we have some messages from investors. Different news pieces. Pitch deck, Porsche plan, crowd check report. Let's see what that is. We have created the only building system that's compatible with scalable factory mass production. We're going to bring the world's last big pre-factory product into the factory where it belongs. Page not found. That's not good. Keep your offering page up to date. You're doing something very serious here. We founded Boxable in 2017 and have invested over $2 million of our own money into engineering and research to develop what we believe is the world's greatest system. Not housing system, building system. Boxable is the new way to build housing that's better, faster, and lower cost and help solve the housing crisis. Our first product is a 20-foot by 20-foot prefab studio apartment that unfolds from shipping container size. It is fully finished in the fact that means kitchen, bathroom, electric, HVAC, and everything else. We can install it in anyone's backyard in about an hour. Our 20 by 20 product is great because California laws have recently changed to allow for these accessory dwelling units. After we're done with our sort of phase one with the studio apartment, we're going to move different sized modules that stack and connect with almost any other building anywhere. Okay, modular housing. That includes multifamily, single family, disaster relief, military, workforce housing, etc. They're setting up 170,000 square feet of factory space, and they plan to produce 36,000 casitas per year. So that's 10 a day. They mentioned earlier that Ford produces 1 car per day. Apparently, Blockable thinks they can produce 10 houses or 10 studios per day. Now they have a lot of different videos on this page here. Oh no, I'm wrong. Ford produces a car every minute, not every day. But wow, it takes 46 seconds. Ford produces a new truck every 53 seconds. Whereas a single-family home takes an average of 7 months to be built. I noticed that there's we haven't seen the founder's face so far. It would be good to see the founder and hear them talk about their product when raising money. Okay, the casita is priced at $50K, including delivery. Very affordable. So I like a lot of what I'm seeing here. I just don't understand why they wouldn't put that directly on the YouTube ad. And this is insane. They're spending money to drive traffic to this page that tells nothing about the product. Yet they have a fairly good page here for their accredited investment. And let's go back and see what their page is for the Reg A raise. Oh, God damn it. Invest now, 80 cents per share. Come on, give me the, no, that's not it. I want to see the Reg A. 1 second. Boxable slash circular. Might be it. Let's see if we can see pair there. Okay, yes, the Reg A. No, get out of there. Stop. Okay, I want to see the Reg A raise. Buy Boxable shares. Buy shares. Minimum investment $1,000, 80 cents per share. Let's do some comparisons on these two different pages here. Oh, oops. So we have their accredited page here and also their non-accredited Reg A share. Different headlines. Non-accredited is buy Boxable shares. Accredited is invest in Boxable for accredited investors. Perhaps they're doing this because they figure that equity crowdfunding still is a fairly recent invention. So instead of asking for an investment, they're asking to buy shares because for non-accredited investors, buying stock is the more familiar activity. So they're framing it as a stock purchase rather than an investment, possibly. Let's see if they use the same video. Okay, so same video up top. Boxable is now planning to take our housing revolution to the next stage. Let's see what the differences are here. Okay, so far the sort of the lead, all of this here is exactly, not that far, is the same except that on the Reg A, I have a headline. Boxable is planning to take our housing revenue to the next level, which is absent on the accredited investor page. Okay, looks like it leads down into the same video. They disclose the total raise on both, about $1 billion. Do you want to invest? Do you want to invest? Our Reg A+ offering has been qualified, which allows us to sell shares in the company to the general public. That means everyone can now invest. In the future, we plan to go public through IPO, SPAC, or direct listing. Okay, so a lot of the same information here, and largely similar pages. I just don't understand why they wouldn't put this page on as the landing page that they're driving traffic to. They have a lot of, it seems like they have, at first glance, it seems like they have a lot of credibility with their first contract being with the military and their history of production, et cetera, but none of that come on this page. I don't know if they've hired an agency to do this for them or if this is their in-house, but it is bad. It is very bad. What I would say is that on each of these pages, there's some information down in the middle and the bottom, which should be moved straight up to the top. For example, when you say we have a proven ability to execute, don't say that. Just take some of these facts from down here and put them straight at the top. I like a lot of the information they have, but I think they need to reorganize the sales page a bit to get those specifics up top and up front, because that is the top of the funnel, so to speak, where you're going to get the most attention. You need to get that. You need to prevent as many people as possible from dropping off. So get those very credible hooks up top at the front. Also, I would probably prepare a pitch video from the founder himself. Put a face on the company. Put someone who's accountable for the company up front and have them narrate what the pitch is, rather than just hoping that someone will bother reading through all of the documentation. Okay, here's a video with the CEO, Paolo Tiramani.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming, guys. Yeah, so thanks for coming by again. It's very nice. Boxable Casita, retail product, where living with less doesn't mean less money doesn't mean living with less quality. 9.5 foot ceilings, 8 foot windows, fully furnished with all the appliances, full size everything, and we're selling these for $49,000. Delivered anywhere within our national borders. Absolutely everything. and Secretary, if you put your deposit today.
Interesting. I have a video from a YouTube. Okay, they found a YouTuber with 200,000 subs to promote their product. That probably looks real good. I like a lot of what I'm seeing here. I just wish they hadn't put it on this. They had put up front, and also I think they should organize this into a narrated pitch from the CEO. Yeah, I see a lot of potential here. The last time I did one of these breakdowns on a cold traffic ad to a company that was fundraising was for Genesis AI, which looked like a lot of red flags on that company. So I'm excited to see that with Boxable here. It seems very legit at first glance. Oh, okay, that's why. Guys, I just clicked on their masthead and it brought me to that same page that the ad brought me to, invest.boxable.com. I'm going to take out this invest up top and just click boxable.com, see where it drives me. Okay, that's actually better. It seems to me like it's just really lazy media buying on their behalf. Their media buyer just made a thumbnail and connected it to essentially the company landing page. But there's not any marketing strategy. There's not any marketing funnel. There's no sales letter. There's no pitch. A lot of wasted potential. And it's wasted potential because I think there actually is potential in this company at first glance here. Just the marketing is so terrible. I mean, the media buying is so terrible. The paid advertising is so terrible. Very interesting. Factory video. Okay. Well, I've gone through this about as much as I think I can. Thank you guys for watching. Maybe I should send this video to someone at Boxable.